Evening, folks. Welcome to another weekend with Fox and Outdoors. I have stuff everywhere. I'm never 100% ever ready for these things. Even though I have plenty of time to get ready for them, I just don't. Laziness is the master of all pancakes. I don't know. Guess I'll just sit here and wait till somebody pops up. And if nobody pops up, well, then I guess that is the fated ordeal for tonight. Hey, good evening, Grace. How are you doing? And Jason, how's it going? Still feeling a little but NyQuil and DayQuil have been helping, which I usually don't normally take, but I have. I needed something because I could not stand having a sinus headache any more than I already did. I already had it for like 2.5 days, so I needed something. But sinuses are still a little iffy tonight, so I apologize in advance. Thank you, camera. Why? Let's just start off live blurry. Piece of crap. Really, camera? Like, yeah, I don't know. I really don't. I leaned over that way and it went blurry. Oh, look! Refocused. So, yeah. Really annoying part is I don't have a sore throat at all. I had for like 2 days, I had like massive sinus headache, like a sinus migraine. Still kind of dealing with that. But no, I've got that. We've all had it. We all know that stupid, annoying little tickle in the back of your throat. Good evening, Jeff. How's it going? That won't go away. It always makes you want to cough. So I'm stuck dealing with that. Which in turn has. I did actually, as a matter of fact, it should be arriving Tuesday or Wednesday. Preferably Wednesday, because I will be home to receive it. And unfortunately, the price did not change at all. I got it at $4.99 plus tax. It was like $5.80 something. The best I got on it was like a $50 off coupon, which automatically applied at checkout. Evening there, Colin. Yeah, I don't know. It's annoying. The coughing gets my sinuses going, and then my sinuses cause other issues. And yeah, I'm just having it's a bad week for me. It's been kind of annoying. But aside from that, I've got cough drops and NyQuil. So I chugged me a bunch of NyQuil last night, and sadly did not sleep worth shit. So yeah, so there's that. Evening, Cecilia. How's it going? For those who just wandered in, I'm still feeling a little off, but not as bad as the last few days. Just have what I guess is the remnants of like possibly being sick. I don't know. I still had all my taste buds and sense of smell, so I know it wasn't the super flu. But yeah, just due to coughing and all of that, my chest is a little sore, and then my lower area, midsection. But that's mainly from constant, sudden contraction of muscles. So that one's been fun. But I don't even know what Colin said here. What the heck does he say? Oh, go through something similar. But his is because of meds. Yeah, last few days Here's the weird part. So despite whatever I've had, like this head cold, or I don't know if it's a head cold or just random sinus infection. I don't know. Sinus something or other. Because aside from like the stuffy nose and the headache, like I didn't have a sore throat. None of that. So I don't know what I had. But usually when you get sick or have, under the weather, you don't eat. I've been trying to eat everything under the sun. Like I ate so much yesterday. Jason, if you can see Jeff's comments, put a 1 in the chat or just answer his question. Like, I ate a whole bag of these yesterday. Almost made myself sick. Like, I cooked some, and then while I was eating it, ate the rest of the bag dry. Which I shouldn't have. Jason does not see Jeff in there. What is going on? I don't know why you guys can't see Jeff. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, I no longer see Howie's comments when he pops in because somewhere along the line somebody either blocked him or banned him off my channel. So I don't know. I never know if Howie pops in on my channels anymore, even though I physically told him, I'm like, he is more than welcome on here. I've known Howie for a long time. You, Jason and Jeff, make sure you guys haven't accidentally blocked each other. I think Jason's already checked on that one. I'm pretty sure he said he doesn't have you blocked. Cecilia, he would actually have to see his comments in order to click on his name. Like, Jeff's not even popping up on Jason's screen. That is weird. Not the right button. That's so weird. I don't know what's going on. I think YouTube's gotten all screwy over the last couple of months because of some stuff. I don't know why. Hey, how's it going, Dan? That is a good question. Should be on live chat. It should automatically go to it unless the only reason you'd have top chat is if you're doing a replay after a live. Jason runs it on his computer and his tablet. I believe Jeff's normally on his phone, but that depends on his location. Okay, so Jeff ain't got it blocked, so I don't know what's going on there. But, yeah, weird things. We'll figure it out eventually. We'll try to figure out how to get Howie back on there, too, because he's having that same problem. But, yeah, I have an unlimited supply of these now. They were on sale this week, so I bought 10 bags. Because it was buy 10 bags, get them for $1.99 each. And they're normally $4 a bag. So, spent like $20 on tortellinis. But I got tortellinis. I got the good tortellinis. I like these ones. I also got... God, hopefully nobody heard that. Jesus. My voice went all... I did get a package in the mail the other day. No surprise, it was flashlights. Oh, man. Got more flashlights. I didn't get the color I wanted because they were out of stock, so I got 2 of the other ones. I got a free pen and a free beanie, which I was wearing yesterday because my head was cold for some reason. Probably because I was out of the shower and my hair was wet. But it's a nice beanie. It's a thick knitted beanie. Like I'm talking like the kind of beanies that like your grandma would have knit you for wintertime. Like heavy duty, like cotton beanies. I mean, it's a big old beanie. Big old beanie. Look at this thing. That is flat. Look how thick that is. Well, that's the folded over part, but I mean, like, that is a thick beanie. Unfortunately, there's no tag in it, so I'm pretty sure it's cotton. But I like it because I got it for free, and it came with my flashlight order for the holiday. But I mean, big. I mean, look, I can take this thing all the way down. I can kind of see through this, but I can't see through this. But I mean, that thing's all the way down. That goes all the way to my neck. I look like a mush mouth off of Fat Albert. But yeah, I like free stuff. I can actually fold that thing over again. And now I look like one of them, like a Russian dude. That way. Roll that sucker down. Bam. Unless Cecilia sent it directly to you, she hasn't never she I don't think she's ever mailed anything to me, as far as I can remember. If you had a neck gaiter in there, that was either mailed straight from Cecilia, maybe perhaps. Oh man, they really did show that weird. Oh well, I don't care. I got a cool Olight thingy, but anyways, I'm stuck over here. So, other things that came in the box was this nice little brass pen. It's a pen pencil kind of thingy. So there's a pencil tip on the top and then the pen down here at the bottom. Yeah, like I said, unless cause I don't, Cecilia's never, at least I don't remember her sending me anything. I have her address, but I don't have it in like a physical package. But here's the pen itself. Nice little brass. This thing's heavy, by the way. Yeah, see, so yeah, Cecilia, no, that gator, I think I must have just had it in there, and I just was like, yeah, Jeff might like this. Nice little brass pen. I kind of like it. Heavy little thing too, by the way, for its size. And then this was the flashlight I got, but I got it right here. I have it out and about. Way fatter than the original. Charge port, same standard back clip. It is as well magnetic, so it's magnetic on the odd side, because I think my other ones are magnetic near the top, like towards this end. But this one's got the magnet in the bottom, which is weird. Oh, I see how they did it. They got 2 neodymium magnets in the back, little tiny ones. If it was a camouflage one, then yeah, I think I sent that with the thingy. I like the nice little brass. It's actually anniversary ones. These were these are technically the like of a what was this thing for the Friendship 2025? So these were Friendship versions, and then this is the new one. I like the little dragon on there and the little glyphs, the brass insert. And it looks like it's all. It should automatically go to live chat unless you're doing a replay. Because I don't even think I have that option on YouTube. I don't have it set up that way. I never bother setting these up the way they should be. Ooh. How he's moving an olive tree. That must be one of the little ones. Still got a video from Mallory I gotta watch too. I am so far behind on videos this week. Because I haven't been feeling good the last few days, so I have just stayed away from the internet. Yeah, see, my chat's always rolling down. Who knows? Yeah, I never bother with that. Half the time I don't even look at that. Anywho's, back to this. I suppose I can pop out that chat too. Whip. So, as a forewarning, folks, there's most likely a chance that I will not be drinking tonight, but that is not a 100%. Rob, how's it going? Good to see you. My Instagram, man. Oh, just got it. I'm being drummed at. The heck? No, I definitely did not send that one. Yeah, I think you got that one straight for Cecilia. So, oops. Yeah, that's the one Jeff is currently showing me right now. Yeah, I didn't send that. That had to have been straight from Cecilia. I think they might have just arrived at the same time. Ooh, let's see. Oh, that's a TV remote. TV remote. Yeah, she would have had to send that directly because didn't send it to me. That is for sure. For sure, for sure. What is this? Yep, Jeff's got him. He's a mod on Jason's channel. And apparently we had those ones a few days ago. Yeah, I don't know. The what the heck? That was weird. Like almost got stuck. I'm gonna. Oh, I didn't even have to open. Oh, where's my other one? Oh, it's in the car or in the truck. I just leave it in there because it's an emergency. It's always an emergency light. I do like these ones because they actually have glass lenses. That was all I got in the mail. That was of pertinence or a relevant value. Short unboxing. I figured I would get my other one, my monthly package, but that one has not popped in the mail. I assumed I was going to get it today because they sent me a notification saying it was on the way. or that it was shipped. So I don't know. Go in the sock drawer. There's not. Nope. Won't even hang on 2 of these. Won't do it. I got a spot to hang this on. I gotta figure out how to hang it right there. Pen can go over here. Alrighty. Back to verifying. I mean, back to being normal. Maybe, possibly. No, I don't know. I love how they put the back of it in French. It's all, do not throw it in the recycle bin. Do not throw it in the trash. Oh, sorry. I'm stand corrected. It says, don't throw it in the trash. But I can take the packaging and the contents and stick it in the recycle bin. I completely misread that. Hearing test Friday at 3 at the VA. Let's see if I can get my camera to reset after I do this again. Yeah, I'll just do it the easy way. Camera's being weird. I can fix it. There we go. I can do that. Oops, wrong one. Wrong one again. There, that one. Jesus. I can put it, if I put them on screen, Jason will see them. He also sees them for some reason when he pops up here as a panel guest, as a co-host. Then for some reason he starts seeing comments. I don't know why. And for those who, you know what, I might actually just have a drink tonight anyway, just to maybe think that the alcohol will flush out my system. Because I'm feeling kind of weird. And yes, for those who are going to ask me, I did eat. I actually had a fairly decent deal, or decent meal, decent deal. I had tricolored spiral pasta, pan fried in butter, and Cajun seasoning. And I forgot the name of the Cajun seasoning. Creole. I was using Creole. So a pan fry. I was going to use garlic butter too, but I couldn't find any garlic butter. Which is weird because I know we have some. But yeah, I was going to do garlic butter and pan fry my pastas in that. And that's all I was going to do. But, oh, my nose is all weird. Things all swollen. But that's okay. I instead just did regular salted butter and pan fried my pasta, and I had like 2 bowls of it. I had what was left in the other box, and then I opened a brand new box and did like a full bowl, like 2 cups worth, maybe a cup and a half. So. I got you, Jeff. I got you. Like I said, if I throw the comments up on the screen, Jason sees them. So I feel like I'm going to have to make it a task now to throw Jeff's comments up on the screen so Jason can read them. Is anybody else having any issues seeing anybody else's comments? Ooh. Chicken gyro, so basically a chicken sandwich? Because that's... Is that technically a sandwich or is it technically a burrito? Or, well, it's not even technically a burrito. It's an open-faced wrap. I believe you. Yeah, you got. No worries, Jeff. I got you. I think. Ooh, that's because Blake hasn't commented all day. I don't know where he's at. Hasn't come in. He gave me the middle finger on Thursday, but I was half out of it. I was and wasn't there listening, sort of. I was kind of in and out on Thursday. And not like in and out between live streams. I was literally in and out. Like I was sitting in my chair and I was like falling asleep and then waking up and then falling asleep. Jeff Hadley-Sagna. I think I'm gonna go get my Red Bull. Don't know if this is gonna be a good idea or a bad idea. I'll find out in the morning. But okay, I got water. I've also got NyQuil. I've also managed to figure out that I got to stop doing more than 2 of these at night because I sleep like crap when I do more than 2. All right, he did get the latest comment. Awesome. My camera's going to be weird, so I don't even care. This thing is dirty. I don't have any bugs in there, so whatever. Whatever's in there is just my dust. Room dust. Bit of a headache, but this will probably help. And good evening, Molly. I apologize for not saying hi earlier. That was my bad. And also, hello, Jenny and Ian, if he happens to be there this weekend. I think it's just a random amalgamation of who can or cannot see. Like certain chats. I don't know. It's weird. Like the only time I know a chat disappears on somebody is if somebody gets blocked. And it's no Ian. Alright, so Ian's back at the house until his mom's annoyed with him again and sends him back to Colin for another week. Let's go a little lighter on the second pour. Sorry, nobody's watching me do this. I said I may or may not, but apparently my decision was may. I gotta make sure my thing isn't damn near fall off my table. So, for those who may or may not be interested, I did go ahead and I pulled the trigger on purchasing my new 12 by 8 greenhouse. It is not as tall as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be about 8 feet high. It is not. It is just over. It's just under 7 foot at the peak. I will be doing the same thing with that one that I did with my first one. Don't know if I'm going to be able to go as deep due to the fact that the location where it's going, part of it is going to be right over the gas line. So I have to figure out how deep the gas line is, which I already asked, but unfortunately, due to the fact that this house was built 35 years ago, the gentleman who put the gas line in doesn't remember how deep it was. And unfortunately, natural gas does not freeze because it's gas. And it's not under pressure. Well, it's not under extreme pressure. It's under some pressure, but just enough pressure to move it from one location to the next. So I might have to call the gas company to have them come in and do a... Dowsing rods don't work on gas. They really only works on water and electric. And there is no electric running to that meter. The electric runs to the... Any electric that runs to that meter is running off of the... comes from the street. As far as I know. I've located water down here with the dowsing rods. I don't know. It's weird. City plans only work for the city, not private residents. Again, I would have to. And see, I can't even go for the blueprints of the house, which those I actually know where they are. Those are stashed away in a very non-sun area. Actually, I don't. Yeah, I think we still have the blueprints of the house somewhere. But no, I mean, I got to figure out which part of the gas meter is the one that's coming off of the gas meter, not going in. Because then I can figure from there, I know where the gas line's at. Because, like I said, it's like, sorry, gas line goes up the back of the wall right about here, and then goes up into the roof, and then comes across. But as you can see, there's no gas pipe up in here. It's in the wall and then comes across and then it goes through. But I just have to I can more or less figure out the direction it is. I just don't know how deep it is. So I might have to figure out in line where it's at and then dig a small test hole just to see if I hit it or see how far down it is. I'm hoping it's like 3 feet down, maybe 4. But again, my dad doesn't remember if he put the gas line in or if the gas company did. I know the gas company put the meter in, but can't remember if he was the one that put the line from the back of the house to the street or to the meter, or if the gas company did that. Just most of the time, usually the gas company will just put the meter in and then hook up to whatever you have. But it also depends on where the original meter was and what was connected to it before. Well, like I said, this property here, which we purchased, well, which my parents purchased ages ago, the gentleman who owned the property died on the property inside the house that he burned down because apparently he fell asleep while smoking. So, oh, that is weird. That is really weird. So, one of these days we'll figure it out. Either that or it'll just randomly revert back to whatever. Because for the longest time, I was physically unable to do this. Oh, it actually won't work on this. It only works on YouTube. I forgot. This. So for like 6 to 8 months, I was unable to do this. This is just an example, so don't get mad at me for using it. Hey, Rabbit, how's it going? So that right there that I just popped in there, the @PestHunter, usually just do @ and then type the first couple of letters, and it usually pops up automatically their name, and you can hit enter and then type. And what it does is when it pops up on the screen, it highlights. So for those of us that know it, we know it. Yeah, exactly. So Colin just did it back. It highlights on my side as red in like a red font or highlight red, saying that they're trying to get my attention on my side. And it only pops up for like all of them. So I'll do like 3 or 4 of them. So we'll do. Oh, shite. I hit the wrong button. Stupid trackpad. I still can't disable this thing. So you do it like that. So the three people that I just put it up there, individually on each of their screens, they will see a red icon or their name highlighted in red, and they only see their name highlighted in red. So for again, I put Colin. I did Colin's channel, Jeff, and Grace. Well, maybe it is orange. I don't know. Like, yeah, you know what? It might be a bright. I always see it as red. I don't know why. Is it looks the same as the live counter, the live chat counter. But I could very well be wrong. It could be like a really, really burnt orange. Yep. See, you see yours. Yours is highlighted, but Jason's and Grace's would not be. See, and it wouldn't even Grace. It wouldn't even let me do that before. Like there was an I had an update on my computer, and for some reason I couldn't do that. And then the last update I got a couple of weeks ago, and all of a sudden I was able to do it again. So I was very happy because now I can actually like instead of typing out somebody's entire name, I can just hit that in the first two or three letters and it pops up automatically. Makes it a whole lot easier when you're trying to chat to certain specific people because I'm usually fast enough to respond to a question on a chat, but then other people are like, is that in response to like my question or somebody else's question? Like, yeah, see, again, came up as mine on, yeah, it came up on my screen highlighted. Yeah. Yeah, I've also got let's see what else. The other things coming in so far I have is the fruit tree nets. Got a couple 3x3s, and then I got like a 3x5 or 3x6 or something like that. That's some big nets. And the buckle for Amanda came in or is on its way or got shipped, but they did not ship me the other one. So I don't know if they ran out of stock or they need to get stock in for the other one. But I'm pretty sure when that one's in stock, since I did pay for it, it accepted my payment and did not say it wasn't available at the time. I'm assuming when they stock it, they'll send it. So I get like 3 or 4 packages coming in. I still haven't got my paracord, which is really weird because that usually ships within like 5 days, like 5 to 7 days. And I ordered it last week. It's been exactly 7 days. But I ordered it on a Saturday. So I'm assuming they didn't process the order until Monday. If that. And only because, again, last week was the week of a holiday. Because we had Thanksgiving. Was it? Yeah, it was already week. So it was sorry, it wasn't exactly Thanksgiving. It was the weekend of Thanksgiving. Because Thanksgiving was on that Thursday, so everyone had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. So yeah, 4-day weekend. So yeah, they probably didn't get or process my order until Monday morning. I'm not worried about it. I order from these guys constantly. You would think that with the amount of paracord that I buy from these bastards, they would send me like free paracord. Like here's 100-foot hank of not pink. Something. Give me a roll of white. Although, to be honest, I'm not particularly fond of the color white when it comes to using paracord. So that stuff gets dirty so damn fast. He actually did. So it doesn't show the timestamp on here for what you said, Jeff. You said that at 7:07. Jason did right here 7:05. So 2 minutes ago. This is what he did. That's weird because it doesn't say the. Because I don't see that doesn't show up on mine. It just shows up as Jeff's normal thing. I think that might be why Jason's having a hard time seeing Jeff, is because he has it under that one. But like, I just have Jeff under Jeff. It doesn't pop up the 5331. So I have no idea. I know that's his Instagram channel name. I believe. Hold on, let me go back to Instagram. Dude, sometimes, I swear to God, phone, some days you are sensitive. Like a snowflake. No. Yeah, I just have him under Jeff. Like, he just pops up under Jeff and his last name. Like, what shows up on the screen? That is so weird. Yeah, I did. I know his YouTube. I think it's under his YouTube channel. It's the 5331. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's more upsetting or just irritating, because this is just getting out of hand. That is so weird. So weird. Oh, shit. I almost closed out the wrong window. Whee! One of these days, I might just do a sit down to troubleshoot, see if we can't get a tech guru in here and help us figure out why we're retarded. And yes, I'm going to use that word. I'm not going to sit here and snowflake it for all of the panty waists and little wiener bags out there. Nah, I'm not going to pester him because he's still in a lot of pain. That's a good question. Oops. Yeah, wrong button. Yeah. I don't bother J2 all that often, just because I know he's still recovering from an injury. And he's got his regular work that he has to deal with. I'm not going to sit here and pester him over this. Usually because he can't sit in his chair for too long. So I don't pester him. I could bug my other homie. Could pester Roman. I'll just put it in the chat so everyone can see it. Because everyone can see it. So everyone can see it. Well, clicking on things that I shouldn't be clicking on, and one of these days I'm going to click on the wrong thing, and then I'm not going to click on things that I clicked. Not going to pull a Colin and just start clicking buttons. Touch my computer, and all of a sudden, boop, there I go. Boop, there. Why is that now in the freaking middle of my page? Stupid turd. That threw me off. Didn't realize that for like 24 hours. Yeah, I think I feel it's on Jason. Colin, you got to get a normal mouse, dude. This thing has like 3 buttons and a wheel. Left button, right button, that's a clicker, and then it's got a rolly wheel. Yeah, I don't buy mice that have extra random curricular buttons. And I definitely refuse to buy those stupid mice, the keyboard mouse that has that little red knob in the middle, like you see on a Mac keyboard. Oh, hell no. I refuse to buy anything with that. That is the worst trackpad mouse I've ever, like, ugh. Those things, they're cringy. It's like a keyboard nipple. Like, why? Why is that even on there? Yeah, I don't either. Because usually when you block somebody, you can't see their comments, but they can still see your comments until they decide they want to block you. I hate this thing. I hate this little touch trackpad too. I wish they would just get rid of that on a keyboard. These things are small. I mean, this is a small version. They make smaller ones than this for travel size that are like half this size. I used to have one. Had no problems using it. Basically, it was about as long as two of my fingers. That thing was about that long. And I would always have to hold it like a spider. But I hold this thing like a spider anyway. But I can't disable this thing. After I went to Windows 10, it will not allow me to undo this. So I always have my hands up here, and I touch something or brush against it, and it changes my screens. It pisses me off, or it'll click on something that I didn't want it to click on. Which is a possibility that, I don't know. I got to check some stuff on here, but I've Googled how to disable it, and I just cannot physically disable it. It does not give me the option. Like, I've looked for it. I've Googled it. I spent like 45 minutes trying to figure out how to undo it. I went step by step through the instructions, and it would not let me disable the trackpad. I hate this pad. If I could physically cover that with epoxy, I would do it because I hate that thing. Although, now that I'm thinking about that, do I have something I can test with? Woo. Covering it does not help. Anything that touches it, unless it's stationary, will move. And something moved over here, and I don't like it. I feel like my chat went all weird. Pow. But anyways, let's see here. Got a couple more minutes, and then I'll throw the linkage in there. Got 11 people in here tonight. That's pretty good. Don't know if Rabbit's still in here, but still got a good amount of people in here. So hopefully nothing sideways happens in here, and I have to hide my chat again or hide my live. Just as a reminder, folks, please, on my channel, let's keep politics out of here, because it can and will trigger me. I have very little tolerance for certain things, and I would very much like to keep politics and, to an extent, firearms off the channel. Certain firearms. We can talk about them, but let's avoid bringing them up onto panel or on video. Just a friendly reminder. Just a friendly reminder. We can talk about them. Not a problem. Showing them off, we can do in the background. But until then, folks, catch you on the flip side. Just kidding. What was it, last week's? Apparently, when I signed off last week, I did it so apparently like textbook. That too. unless it has to do with Cthulhu or um uh what was it? There was an entire town whose religion was Jedi because when the state did a survey of their town, for some reason, I don't know who convinced everybody in the town to do it. They wrote on there for their religion. They wrote because you get the options of like, whatever your religion stuff is, Christian, whatever, blah blah blah, Catholic, all that. They hand wrote on the bottom other and all wrote Jedi. So there's an entire city in one of our states whose entire religious background is Jedi. I think it's absolutely hilarious. Yes, a good old flying spaghetti monster, Cthulhu. So, yeah, I mean, we can talk about funny stuff like that only because it's hilariously like it just they let it. It was something like 30,000 people that did that, and state said okay. So yeah, somewhere in the U.S., one random state, one random ass city, there's a group of people. There's a whole city full of Jedi. Which is funny as hell. Funny as hell. Or was what is that Family Guy episode where Peter starts the Church of the Fawns? That was another funny one. Yeah. Ha 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 ha! I already said what was for dinner like 10 minutes ago. I had tricolored spiral pasta, pan fried in butter and Creole seasoning, and I did it twice because the first one was so damn good. I wanted a second one. Hey, you know what, Deb? I will possibly agree with you on the idiot X roommate, but the fact that he was smart enough or hilarious enough to put down Klingon as his race for a census sheet, that is funny. That is absolutely funny. I feel like something is not right here. There we go. That's what happened. Aha! That's why I hate that stupid touchpad. Couldn't figure out why my font letters over here were like 14 instead of like the normal 8 that I have them at. So I'm not blind. I can read. I don't have to have my screen on like 4. I find it funny that the smaller the number is on font, the bigger the letter. This makes absolutely no sense how that works. The smaller the number, the bigger the letter. Usually it's the smaller the number, the smaller the letter. No, when it comes to this. Pastafarians. Ha ha ha. And what's really funny is I don't think I've ever filled out a Census Bureau census thing, like not once in my entire life. I don't think I've ever filled one out. They don't send those things. Hey, I like pasta as much as the next guy. Yeah, see, the best thing to do with a driver's license is you go in, take that picture drunk off your butt. That way, when you're driving and you're completely schmammered, and the cops pull you over and they look at your license and look at you and they're like, all right, you're good to go. Damn, that's. He must have been a hardcore Trekkie. Klingon battlecruiser. They had names. I'm almost positive those things. I'm not going to Google it. I'm not Googling it. I'm not. My hands are right here. I'm not going to Google the names of the ships because I know it wasn't just called a Klingon battlecruiser. The hands are right here. Jazz hands and all of that. Sparkle fingers. I'm not Googling it. No, surprisingly, it will still turn long after all of us have perished. Yeah, Bird of Prey. There you go. See, I knew it wasn't a battle cruiser. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did Google it. I wasn't going to because I didn't want to get too in depth into Star Trek chat because I'm pretty sure there's at least 5 or 6 of us in here that are like Trekkies. I am kind of one, but I'm not like a hardcore Trekkie. I just have a lot of good base knowledge because I watched a lot of that when I was a kid. Oh, Jesus Christ, Deb. I'm either missing comments or something. Oh, Grace only, yeah. I don't think I've ever actually filled out one of those Census Bureau things. If I do, I'm going to just randomly embellish everything on it for why not? Because what are they going to do? Arrest me? Not. Nice. I don't actually think I've met anybody from any of the series, like none, not even at a book signing. Some of them we can't even meet now because they are unfortunately deceased. No. Melmacian. Mel Brooks, huh? Grace, I'm 43. You'd think by now I would have had to have filled one out, but no. I'm not Elf. I'm a Clorbian. Don't know what a Clorbian is, but that is what I am. Nice. Oh, I bet some of them guys partied hard. I don't think they've filled one out in a long time either. Then again, can't you just see what you? I mean, they're fairly thick envelopes when you get them. So, I mean, can they really do anything if you just put return to sender on there and just stick it back in the mailbox? Like, can they really do anything to you not filling one of those things out? I mean, the government's already got all the information. I mean, you pay taxes every year. What more do they need? Census or not, the census is pointless. There is no information based on the census that the government doesn't already have on you. This topic is nonsensical. I think come knocking on my door, but they gonna get kicked off right away because they have no legal right to trespass. Gotta love them laws. You ain't got a warrant, get the hell off my property. Oh, I get mail to this address all the time under random people's names. I get it, I rip it up, and I throw it in the trash. Why? Because they don't live here. People just love using other people's addresses to send mail to see if you're dumb enough to be like, to Google or click on whatever website that's on the page so you can tell them, hey, this person don't live here. The minute you do that, they hack your system. I'm not stupid. That shit's been going around for decades. Yeah. Now they can come knocking on the door, but doesn't necessarily mean I got to let them in or give them any information. But anywho's, I'm going to throw this in here for my usuals. Exactly. Now, all these scams, I grew up on like AOL technically, so that was like the start of all scams. I know about all these stupid scams, but you can't scam me with anything because I know all the damn scams. Even the new ones that haven't come out yet. I already know all those scams.
Good evening.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm checking the chat now. I do not see Jeff in our chat.
That is still
There it is.
you.
Yep, there it is. I see it. I see it.
Yeah, but you only see that in the StreamYard chat though, right?
Yes, the StreamYard chat only.
But you don't see it in the YouTube chat.
No, I do not. It's got to be my end. Hi, Jeff. How you doing? Like I said, I went through everything, and I sent you a picture. He's in my list for a moderator.
Yeah, Howie's in my list as a moderator too, which still throws me off that he can't comment in here anymore. Which is the reason why we haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah. I was on Howie's channel last week.
Don't YMCA at me, son. Like I wasn't going to see that down in the basement.
I was wondering if he was going to catch it.
Oh, he says he can't type tonight.
Oh. Now you can see him, huh?
Yeah.
Again, he can only see him on the StreamYard chat.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It is. I've never seen that before.
I gotta get Howie up here one of these days to try to figure it out.
I went to a flea market today and I only bought 2 things.
Hopefully they were socks.
Nope. $2 is all I spent.
Better not have been another cast iron. New magnifying glass.
Hey, I mean, it's a fire starting method.
and a candle.
16-hour candle. Brand new, never been used. They don't even make these anymore. From Coleman.
Oh, and a citronella.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking once I get done using it, I can convert it into making char cloth. Oh, I did get one
Yeah,
more thing.
citronella wax. You prep your canvas with that stuff. Bugs won't even touch it.
So they say.
I spent $6. I got one more thing.
Jeff's got Google. Jeff, are you partaking in the spicy beverage tonight?
Yeah, googly eyes.
I forgot one more thing.
Ooh, Arrowhead.
It's Chert from Iowa. But it's a nice piece where I could use it for my flint and steel. So, fire starting and lighting and possibly heating up food, possibly. I don't know if it could be done or not, but. Oh, I forgot to tell you. One more thing. This thing does one more thing.
It's a clock.
Flashlight.
It lights up.
Ooh.
Had to put the batteries in it, but yeah. Jenny bought
Ooh.
a lot of stuff.
Like Cliffy's got a bad eye.
We bought a bag of coffee from the Crappy Coffee Company.
Crappy coffee company, huh? That coffee's going to taste like dirt.
Wrong. Actually, it tastes pretty good. They just came up with the name because these guys just didn't know what to call it.
I did not know that would be a extra cause of that. That's weird.
What,
Yeah.
meningitis? Okay.
Well, I won't pester Jeff too many details on that one. It's his
Does
information.
he have like a lazy eye or something?
No, he's just got a bad right eye. Left is the only good one.
I know how he feels.
Well, he says she's seen another mouse in the shop, so
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
It stays
The
in my
hunt is on.
Pow.
it's funny is you can barely hear it anymore.
It does kind of suck that you ruined both of those pelts.
Yeah.
The first one you shot in the head, I don't know how that thing went out of its stomach.
No, it just unzipped it.
Yeah, and the second one did the same thing. You shot it in the head and it right out the guts.
Yep.
On both of them.
38 foot-pounds of energy.
Yeah, but a mouse skull is not a freaking alligator skull or a boar. It's just going to go right through it.
I didn't use a pellet. I was using slugs.
Still going to go right through it. It should have popped the head.
Really, Jeff or Grace?
Well, she probably has those dual focal lenses, the bifocals.
I got
The normal lens
bifocals.
and then the little one at the bottom.
I've got a bifocal. Oh, you got trifocals you're talking about.
No, what Grace said.
Uh,
I am winding down.
No, not yet.
I'm always saying not yet. I can't do that yet.
She's like, no, life's not over.
Yeah.
We are still missing a few people tonight, but
Yeah.
most of them all popped up today.
I didn't see CR. Oh, we didn't talk about food. That's probably why he didn't pop up.
I sort of talked about food, but only because somebody asked me what I ate.
But that's not the same thing.
Well, he's probably lurking and not saying anything right now.
Ooh,
Daughter's
sorry to
home.
hear that, Jeff. So he's left eye dominant no matter what.
Ooh, that sucks. Oh, I'm looking
That's
at
good,
it.
but not
I
great.
didn't even hear that vibrate. Yep.
Jeff, look at your Instagram real quick.
Oh, crazy. Yeah, that would. I can definitely see how that would be a typing issue.
Close one eye?
No. Well, you probably could. Might help. But it's also a pain in the butt typing with. Well, I mean, if you're
My
used
uncle
to
was one-eyed
shooting
because he
then
had.
typing with one eye is not a problem. But
It's like you. Well, if it's like shooting a bow, if you have to close one eye to shoot, you can close one eye to type.
do you know what's really funny is I can do it with both eyes open or one eye closed.
Well,
Same.
when I use the scope, both eyes are open.
That throws me off with my glasses, so I can't use scopes.
I can do that on hard side with a scope. I can't do it.
I can
'Cause
do. I do
I
mine.
have one eye that's slightly stronger than the other. Because again, it's the dominant eye. So if I try to focus like that through a scope, it just comes out weird. I miss.
It helps with my field of view.
Also, you got one eye going down the scope and the other eye going downfield.
Yep.
Ooh.
What I usually do is just I look at my target. I don't look at anything I'm doing, and just let it go. But that's because I've trained myself to shoot barebow,
Oof.
which
That's
is
rough,
not
Jeff.
easy,
That is rough.
especially on the run when they're on the run. Ooh, do you wear an eye patch or anything or no? Because that could be disconcerting.
Well, it's hard to, get it to focus when you have nerve damage.
I understand. That's what I'm saying. Does he wear an eye patch?
Yeah, I know
Because of it?
somebody else who has that issue too, and he does videos.
Steve?
No, Cameron. He works.
Trapper?
No, he works for Utah Air Guns, but he used to work for what you call it, Air Gun Depot,
Ah.
and he used to be on their videos all the time. Nobody really gave him any lip about it. It's kind of cool.
What was his name? The guy that was in the Mel Brooks movies that had that problem.
Oh my god.
You remember, the Igor who played Igor.
No, it's Igor.
Oh, you know what I mean. Oh, okay, so it doesn't do it all the time, just some of the time. $47, mostly clear.
Okay, I have to look at my phone later because it's charging.
We actually saw gas here, E85, that was at $1.95 a gallon.
Yeah, we were at $2.64.
Because you didn't ask the question, Cliff, so that's the reason why I'm saying it.
Oh yeah. My meat prices are still the same. They do not change. Chicken is cheap, but it's getting more expensive.
We are at
Emergency light backup, Cliff. Book light.
Look white.
Hey,
about
it would
46.
work.
Yeah, until the two C1 the CR23A batteries die,
Wrong.
or 3230s or whatever. Unless it's
Wrong
got
again.
AAA.
Wrong again. AAA's.
I got
These only take AAA, so that's cool.
CR32s.
Hey, there he is. That's good. Well, the thing is, like I said, we just found E85 for that under $2, and that was the first time I've seen under $2 in I don't know how long.
That E15 was 310, 210, no 289.
Yeah, our
Everything
ethanol.
else was all the way up to like 360.
Yeah, the ethanol-free fuel is still $3.50 a gallon.
I think diesel's cheaper than that right now, depending on your location. I know I lost like 4 people all of a sudden. Still haven't seen Amanda tonight. I don't know where she's at. She's probably still working.
Or Blake. or CR.
Blake popped in mad late last week on Thursday. He popped in right as 30 minutes before we were ending. He popped in.
Yeah. And we haven't seen Obstacle yet.
Or Ajax.
Ajax doesn't pop into my chat all that often. He pops in when he sees it, but it's not like he's here weekly.
Well, there you go. There's Rob. He's commenting on the gas in Des Moines.
We haven't seen Rob on the road yet.
Yeah, that's kind of odd. He's usually one of the first few people in here. Gotcha, Grace. Gotcha. I've tried physically to condition myself to look two ways at the same time, but I can't do it.
I've got really good peripheral vision.
I do too, but I would really like to be able to train my eyes to just from here to this. I'm not trying to be an anus to anybody. I think it would be just in conversation, just staring at somebody, and then all of a sudden you're looking this way.
Oh, that would probably hurt.
Which way did he go? He went that way.
Oh, you ever see the old game that kids used to do? Like you have someone look at your fingers and you do all this, and all of a sudden
Yeah. Unfortunately, due to the mental facilities of the brain, it'll follow one eye and both eyes will go the same direction.
Yeah,
or they'll just stare straight ahead and be like, "You're dumb."
See my thumb?
I see your hand getting ready to slap a rat, but that's about all I can see.
See my finger, see my thumb? Gonna punch you in the bum? Today we are Planet Fitness.
Oh,
Judgment-free zone.
I'm not sure if you want to do anything about a minute of silence for the Pearl Harbor.
I didn't even know that was today.
Yeah, like 11:30.
Plus, wasn't D-Day just July 2nd?
5th.
Yeah, but today was December 7th.
Yeah. A day that will live in infamy.
Well, yeah, today's December 7th. I mean, it can't be December 8th.
No,
unless you're in Australia.
Pearl Harbor today. All those years ago.
Yeah, it would have been my. Let's see, my granny would have been in her late 100 teens. She's born in December 7th, 1906.
Remember that, Jason? You remember the thing we were talking about the week before last about if you could go back in time, what would you drop off in the past just to make everything all weird?
Yeah.
I think another fun one would be an aluminum can.
Velcro. Velcro.
They actually developed that in the 1920s. I think.
Unless you watch that episode of Star Trek Enterprise, and they said the
1940s.
One of the Vulcans actually created Velcro.
Velcro was invented in the 1940s, so either before
she was there
or possibly after the war.
She was there on planet Earth in the 40s. She crash landed. Ooh.
Ouch. It'd almost be prevalent to get an eye transplant, but
those are always you can't do about nerves. You can't fix nerves.
Yeah.
I'm lucky so far, but I am going to be eligible soon to have a cornea transplant. I told him, if I got a cataracts going right now, why can't they just fix it now so I won't have to worry about it later?
Timing.
Makes no sense.
Always timing.
No,
when it's more appropriate for them to make the most amount of money, that's when they do it.
Yeah, it's money for them, not me being able to see properly.
Ooh, go back to the Roman Empire and bring a helium balloon.
No, I think they had balloons, but not in the way you thought.
They had float ballast stuff like that, but they didn't have like balloons that like floated.
Okay, what was the years for the Roman Empire?
God, like
Because I want to know if Leonardo da
1100,
Vinci
I want to
came
say
near,
like
near that area.
1100 AD.
Yeah, it is all about money there, Rob. So
No, sorry, 27 BC to 476 AD. So it's basically 625 BC to 476 AD.
It's a long time.
Yeah, that's like 500 plus years.
what was the last year?
476 AD.
Okay, yeah. Ooh. Give Leonardo da Vinci a slide rule.
He probably had one.
But he probably, think of the things he could have done if he actually had to not actually do the regular math.
Ooh,
He had a,
ooh, I got an even better one.
What's that?
Ooh, this one will really mess with everybody. Give everybody a 25-foot measuring tape in standard.
Most of them would be destroyed because they think they were witchcraft.
Exactly. It would just be the downfall of an entire country. Just start dropping them off everywhere. Because everyone would think you're a heretic trying to do everything in random increments and it's not metric.
No, Cliff, a Furby.
Yeah, they would probably think you're trying to perform pagan witchcraft and they would burn you at the stake
No.
and kill you instantly.
Like you were talking about with the tape measures, just drop the Furbies everywhere.
Invasion of Furby.
Or Teddy Ruxpin.
I think Furby was more disturbing than Teddy Ruxpin.
Yeah.
Especially once you take the fur off of a Furby, those things were creepy. Actually, no, the stupid symbol monkeys. Oh man, those things are terrifying as all hell.
No, Tickle Me Elmo is worse.
Which one?
Tickle Me Elmo is worse.
Oh no, those monkey ones are terrifying without the skin. Tribbles.
Tribbles.
I would say a loofah sponge, but the thing is, those things have been around for forever. And I'm pretty sure they had those in bathhouses.
Oh, I know they had batteries back then for some unknown reason. We talked about that last time.
That battery?
Yeah. But somebody created a new battery with a diamond and depleted uranium.
Why does that sound like you messed with the wrong wire and all of a sudden your house is now a 50-foot hole?
No, well, the thing is, it's a forever battery, literally. I don't know how radioactive it is, but...
So it would be the equivalent of a quartz battery.
Hold on a minute.
I have to look it up.
This sounds to me like that's a quartz battery, because that's what a quartz battery does. That's why supposedly quartz watches just keep going and going and going. You don't have to charge them; they just go off of the magnetic properties of the human skin, or that the human body pumps out, and they hold their charge for like a week.
Well, this one has can generate. Okay. Let me see here. I don't know how I say the symbol, but this is what it says about the battery.
Deb, finding a Furby is hard.
That's a 100 whatever it is for 5,000 years. But I'm not sure what that symbol says, so I can't tell you what it is.
Could generate 100. I think that's 100 kilowatts, but that's normally not the symbol for.
I don't know what that symbol is.
It's not megawatts. That would be. Oh my God, what is that stupid? I have an electronics book somewhere that has all these symbols and it tells you what that is. I wonder if that's like a gigawatt. 100 gigawatts for 5,000 years.
It's a microwatt. Yeah.
So basically,
yeah,
that thing will run for eternity, basically on the generated current pretty much off of a human being.
I don't know about that. It just says they're turning nuclear waste into batteries.
I mean, yeah, but your 1 microwatt is nothing.
That's 100 microwatts, but that's for now. That's what they just started. They can, can generate that forever, pretty much. More than a lifetime for a person. The thing is, if it's really tiny, can you imagine putting 1,000 of them or whatever you need? It says 1 million of those microwatts equals 1,000 watts. Or 1 billion watts. I'm not sure which.
1 million watts.
A billion.
Sorry. 1 watt is 1 million microwatts.
Yeah. So. But.
So yeah, 1 watt is literally less than the power of a AAA battery.
But the thing is, it depends on how big it is too. If it's really tiny.
100 microwatts is like that would be 0.05 watts.
Well, it depends on how big it is, too. So I have no idea what the size of it is, other than what the microwatt symbol is.
Sorry, what? Yeah, that's 1 watt e to -4. So yeah, it's 100 microwatts is literally nothing. And it's literally, I put in 100 microwatts and it gave me wattage was 1e -4. So it's the electrical current normally just walking around. So that's literally no power.
Well, okay. I think they said the main hope for these is like to power medical devices for long term without having to be recharged or replaced, like say pacemakers and things like that. Hearing aids, after implants.
Good for like 10 years before you have to replace the battery.
The thing is, this way, if it works right and they get it working, you wouldn't ever have to replace it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been trying to keep up with the fission reactor news. And so far, nothing in the past couple months.
So what now?
Fission. Reactor. Not fusion, fission.
I thought you said Vision. I was like, wasn't he a robot on Iron Man?
No.
That's Vision.
No, fission. I'm still waiting for them to use dark matter to power.
I'm still waiting for the Mr. Fission reactor that they put in Back to the Future.
Yeah, that's what they're working on right now. They're close. They're not getting a net positive yet, but they're close.
There was a episode of RoboCop, the series, where some guy created a generator that can run off anything. It could be burnt, or consumed, or whatever. Had any kind of caloric content in it. It could be used for powering this thing. He created it out of scraps, and it worked.
Sounds like an incinerator generator, similar to the bio. What the hell was that stupid thing called?
Well, he ended up selling it and making himself millions from going from living off the street to, not living off the street. He thought his other idea was
free energy, but I mean,
he was using garbage to power it. So it's just like the Doc's Mr. Fusion thing.
Yeah, I think it was called the Mr. Fusion. Who knows? There's a lot of things that probably exist in the world, but the government won't let us use it because if they put it out, they wouldn't make any money.
like all the original notes of Nikolai Tesla.
Now I'm pretty sure they've got that all, not only original stuff, probably vacuum sealed in containers, but they've probably written it all down for multiple aspects of recorded nature. But they just don't want us to use any of it.
And they're testing it and keeping all the results for themselves.
Yeah, DARPA has it.
No, DARPA wouldn't have it.
Oh, yeah, they would.
No. If it's a high-end government facility, though, they have it. That's probably what a lot of those people power their shit with.
Yep. Free electricity.
Yeah. I still have to make it. I gotta see if it'll actually physically work, but I physically think I can actually make free energy.
How?
Very carefully.
How hot can a compost heap get?
Start a fire.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, without combusting.
Hot enough to heat a greenhouse that's 20 feet wide, 12 feet high, and 50 feet long.
Yep. That's a lot of math.
Could it run a closed system of ammonia through a generator to power anything? So I know you could use ammonia in a closed system to create a air conditioner.
No, they use it for methane. They use it to create methane, and they can run a generator off of that.
No, I've seen somebody use ammonia in a closed system to create an air conditioner.
Yeah, because that's one of the main ingredients in air conditioning is ammonia.
Yeah,
and all they had to do is heat up the pipe.
And that was a long time ago. They don't do that no more because if there's an ammonia leak, it kills everybody in the house.
Yeah.
Well, it was Hillbilly Blood did an episode about that. They made, I'm not sure if you've ever heard of it.
Yeah, the first air conditioners were ammonia.
Well, they created one using copper pipes and ammonia to cool down this guy's mom's house.
Yeah, it's extremely dangerous.
Well, it worked. But they created all kinds of gadgets. They actually made an electromagnet to go magnet fishing for giant pieces of metal underneath a town buried under a lake.
Yeah, that's great until you try to pull up a car in a boat.
They actually pulled up saw blades.
Yeah, but that's still not an easy task to do on, say, like even on a John boat.
They made their own boat
with
to
a
do
crane
it.
on the end.
They actually made their own boat to do it too. Now, I don't know how much is just BS or just actual real deal, but who knows? They were looking for the saw blades for making knives. And there was a sawmill that got
been down there for 50 years.
What's the name of the channel?
Discovery. It was on Discovery Channel.
No.
Hillbilly Blood.
Best home built boat I ever saw.
Ah!
Was it Heavy Sparks or something like that? Heavy.
No, I was going to say my method of potential free energy, again, I'd have to make it. It'd have to be waterproof, but a small electric motor.
Heavy D Sparks.
A water wheel with a small pump on there, or gear ratio to pump. So you know those drill pumps they sell at Harbor Freight, those little ones?
Hold on.
Scooty Ooty Ooter. Yeah, don't expect much from her, Jeff. Grace barely even messages me every once in a while. I have her on there, but she's not very talkative on Instagram.
Yeah, I like what Heavy D Sparks did. They actually made a boat so that you can land his Black Hawk helicopter on it at Lake Mead.
An actual Black
I've been
Hawk
watching
or like a RC one.
No, full size.
His helicopter. I think he has a Chinook, doesn't he?
I know he's working on a Huey right now.
but I think he's worked on a Chinook too. But
Yeah.
he actually found one of his first projects he ever did on TV, in a backyard of somebody who actually won the dang thing. It's been sitting since they won it.
With the truck.
He bought it back and he refixed it up.
Oh, he did.
Oh, Blackhawk? Okay.
Told you it was a big Black Hawk helicopter.
I mean, that wouldn't be that hard. You would just need what? Essentially 4 pontoon boats?
No, they actually built the pontoon boat
Yeah.
and trucked it out there in pieces. Assembled it and put it together, got the lights going, the engines, the whole works. And then he landed on it when it was out in the water.
You know what really bugs me about those pontoon boats is they're not pressurized. I don't know why it drives me nuts. For some reason, I feel like if you pressurize the container, it would actually float higher.
No. Floats the same. Actually, it makes the boat heavier.
That's weird.
Funny as it sounds, it makes it heavier.
But it's not like fully compressed air.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I feel the same. Like it's the equivalent of like a balloon. You just put enough air into a balloon, and then tie it off, and then set it on there, and it floats. But I feel like when you add air to a balloon, it floats higher or sits higher because there's more volume. But I don't know. For some reason, I've always felt that when I always see these guys making these like PVC boats, I'm like, put air in there, it would float higher or float higher.
Yeah, it's Heavy D Sparks.
Yeah, I've seen his show.
He needs to make himself a hovercraft.
I wouldn't doubt it if he already did.
There'd be another interesting thing to just drop off in the middle of the past. Big old hovercraft. It just sitting there doing absolutely nothing. And we're like, what the heck is that thing? And then you just get the one guy turning it on, and that thing all of a sudden 8 feet high off the ground, and then just mows over everything that it goes over. Nothing stops it.
There we go. That's better. Okay. I put the wrong one in there.
I'm all looking on my screen to see if it highlights. Heavy DS Parks.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why, Jeff. Honestly, I really don't know why.
It's because you're adding the 533.1 at the end of it. Just type in @Jeff and it should pop it up automatically.
We'll try it.
But you're on your computer, right? Not on your tablet?
Yeah, I'm on my computer.
Yeah, so on your computer, when you're in the thing, you just type in and then JE, and it should automatically pop up Jeff. Jeff still can't. Your comments still can't be seen. I mean, like I said.
Is it showing red now or not?
Let's see, I think when I do it, it's. Let me see. There should be a space in between when you do and then just type in JE. It should be JEFF space and then his last name.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, let me just paste and copy right there.
It's there, but not highlighted.
How about now?
I did mine for a comparison. So
there it is. Okay.
Oh, I think Collins is the one that highlighted his, but I don't know because you have to have the little symbol in front.
Oh, crap.
And you got to do it from the YouTube side. It won't work the other way. It
won't work on the Instagram side. Weird.
Let me try this.
If my camera wasn't attached to this like 1.5 foot tall tripod, I would show you, but might be for another day.
All right.
There you go. That's how it should pop up. Usually
No, it
pops up.
showed up.
It showed up highlighted. Okay, so.
Okay.
Weird. But anyways.
Yeah, I
Ooh.
still can't see him on my chat.
Ice cubes.
So you already showed the item that you got in the mail there, Cliff, or no? I can't remember.
Yeah, it was flashlights and a beanie. Like probably the longest beanie I've ever seen.
I'm surprised it didn't have a flashlight built in.
You know what? Yeah.
Because Ian's got one that's got a built-in flashlight.
I've seen beanies that have like the built-in headphones, but you have to like Bluetooth them.
Yeah, but Ian's got one that's got the built-in. You just push it and it lights up. But, you know.
That's great until you have to wash the beanie or it gets rained on.
Oh, it has a way to remove it because it just pops
Okay,
in.
so it just like pops in a little pet, like a little
a little frame.
Rubber.
Yeah, but it's like plastic. Yeah. It's great. It's a orange hat great for hunting and stuff. That way he doesn't have to carry a flashlight on him.
Yeah. Jeff, was it you that were? Who was it that was telling me? I can't remember if it was Jeff or if it was Dan or
Somebody else.
Like if they were talking about the flashlight, which is the one I was talking about, which is this one, the newer one. Because I mean, this thing compared to the old one, this thing is fat.
It looks fat. It's rechargeable though, right?
Yeah. The old one had it had a push button on the side, which looked similar to this little charge port. And then it would let me use the normal stuff. Like that was where the buttons are. But this one, like I said, this one has a switch. Now that shows all three modes. It's got red light, spotlight, and flood. Which
What you need is a UV light. Wait, that'd be the blood one, wouldn't it?
No. So the UV light is the standard one that shows up like it'll like blood will show up and like other things. If you really want to see how bad your skin looks, turn on a black light or one of those UV lights and just point it at yourself. You will see everything wrong with your skin.
Sun damage and stuff like that. Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah.
You'll see anywhere that you had either a mole or a zit or anything like dermatologically incorrect.
Oh, the only reason I would want to get it is looking for uranium glass. That's the only reason I would use it for.
I don't know. I don't actually keep track of it. I'm probably at least well over 100 flashlights. But I have 2 of these, so this one will probably go in my car.
Everybody collects something, Cecilia. You got left.
Cecilia collects a bunch of wood in her backyard. Tree branches and leaves and snails. Apparently she's collecting asshole neighbors too.
But everybody collects something.
And who the hell was it that I was talking to that said that they got an Olight from somebody?
I got one from you. So I gave one to Ian.
Oh, it was the bolt action pins. That's right. So I'm just saying, Cecilia, you collect a lot of wood back there.
It's for her fireplace. Just accept it.
She doesn't have a fireplace.
That you know of.
No, she does not have a fireplace.
Just saying.
If she had a fireplace, she would be warmer than she usually is, because most of the time she's always saying that she's cold in her house because she doesn't have heat.
Well, she needs one of those little wood-burning stoves.
Keep getting fingerprints on us, and it's driving me nuts. I do like this one. It does look like a little robot, though.
It's Wally.
It's for the plants. For the plants. No, I just like these ones because you can clip them onto like your chest piece on your like cross straps for your like bags or shoulder straps, and you have a nice bright flashlight. This thing has both, like I said, a flood. Yeah, I can clip this onto my shirt too.
No, this has got a clip. See?
Yeah, I can clip this onto my shirt too. You really don't want me to turn this sucker on though.
I know, but the thing is, it does work. But I can just go and close it off and go.
That's the lowest mode I can put this on.
Quiet.
That's actually putting. I can't remember. Is that my spotlight or is that my flood? That's flood. And then I got this one, which is a spotlight mode. I like spotlight mode because it's got the spotlight, but then it's got like a light area of flood. And then there's red light.
This is the one you gave me.
Shit. Sorry.
Well, I'm sorry. This is not the one exactly you gave me. This is the one my replacement or the one that you got me.
I can stare at red light, but blinking red light is aggravating. Oh, that's horrible.
I can see that for about 30 minutes.
Oh, Jeff just got a Piocan L2 with wrist straps.
Piocan L2 flashlight. I actually have no idea what that is. There we go. Tactical flashlight. That is a... Oh, gotcha. About a $23 flashlight, depending on... 21 to 25, depending on where you find it on sale. That's not bad for a little tiny flashlight for 1,200 lumens.
Really? It's a lot of lumens.
Yeah, it's a little flashlight. It's roughly about the size of... Yeah, about the size of this, about 3 or 4 inches.
All right, Deb, have fun.
Ooh, Deb was still in here? What? All right, night, Deb. Be well, be safe, have fun. Nope, can never have enough flashlights. Because you never know under what scenario you might have to get an army of people to do stuff with, and they don't have their own flashlights, so I got to provide flashlights for them.
You remember the old game Flashlight Tag?
Yeah. That game was always fun until until your like D batteries ran out.
Oh no, the people that really were annoying, the ones that had the 6-volt big dry cell batteries in those big.
Yeah, the old search the yellow and red ones.
Yeah, we still sell those at work.
But I can't believe they still make them.
Yeah.
They do, which is really weird. But what would you use one for, honestly?
To be honest, those at this point in time with the new technology, those flashlights are so obsolete. There's no point in even having one, other than to use the battery itself to charge or to like run like a set of lights.
I remember when they used to run radios and stuff off of those things.
Can you imagine if they used a lithium battery with a nice LED flashlight or light? It'd be a lot brighter and last a lot longer. It'd be a lot more expensive, though, too.
Again, $60 flashlight.
Less than 20.
Shouldn't even cost you that.
Well,
That
with
was
shipping.
free.
Well, no, remember I lost that one.
No, I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in the van. You just haven't found it yet.
I don't have the van anymore.
Well, then somebody else will find that flashlight.
Yeah. Well, also, then my second one, I replaced that one with the thing broke. It shattered.
Yeah, I still can't figure out how you actually broke the freaking lens on that thing. I have dropped
no
those
idea.
things
This
on the
part was not
rocks.
broke. Then I lost it after that. It still worked, but I have no idea where it went to. And I've looked for it.
Yeah, what are these? This was where'd that box go?
So I bought this one at the same time I bought the one for Mandy. So Mandy has one. I haven't seen Mandy in here yet either.
Yeah, she hasn't popped up. She might be tired.
But she's got a pink one.
Let's see. The O clip, sorry, 32. Oh, sorry, the new one is $40. And I got the I think this one was like 45 or 50. I'll do a full price check on here in a second. Yeah, I should already be logged in.
How much is the one with the little green and red laser light?
They only have the green light. They don't have anything with red lasers.
Okay.
Everything's all green. See, the O-Clip Pro is... I'm glad I got these two because those are out of stock. The black one... Oop, they got the orange one back in stock. $40. So a little $40 little flashlight. But the ArcField... the ArcField Pro is $100.
Mine was the i3T EOS.
That's like a $26 flashlight. If you want a decent one, the Warrior Mini's not too bad, but it's still kind of pricey.
You should become a dealer, Cliff.
Yeah, don't have enough clout on any system to get there.
Not yet.
Ooh, wait, what? Go back. The Venetian Expo and Convention Center, Level 2, Las Vegas. Ooh.
You going to make a trip to Vegas?
January 7th through the 10th. That would be a negative because that is on a weekend. Weekends are usually my busy time. Flashlights are always worth having.
I'll be right back.
All right, like one can never have enough knives, one can never have enough flashlights.
Yeah, I looked at all the knives at the flea market. They had some decent ones, but nothing I didn't already have a version of it already. You know?
Your standard Maglite nowadays is about $40 for a Maglite.
The little ones are mini mags or a full mag?
You can get the double C-cell ones for like the LED version. I think is like 20, but once you get to like the 3 D-cell ones, they get expensive. But a Maglite, for one, you're lugging around like 4 pounds worth of flashlight with those batteries.
That's the one that security people carry, right?
Yeah, they usually have the 3 or 4 cell ones. Mine are sitting back here. I used to have one sitting right here, but I got tired of running over it. But for the $40 for this flashlight, the form and function of this, as small as this is, I can blind the crap out of somebody from 30 feet away versus a Maglite, which you'd have to focus beam onto somebody in order to this, I can just... No, forgot. Wrong version. I gotta have it on light, not the... You do not want to get hit with that.
But if you have any kind of...
and it's an irregular flash, too. That's, like, slightly off.
That would cause seizures in people.
Yeah, I have the 3 D-cell ones there, Jeff, and that 4 D-cell one was a nasty monster.
Yeah, it was.
They actually banned a lot of security officers from carrying those things around because essentially it was a bat.
I've seen ones that look like bats now.
They have the 6... Oh, yeah, the security baton flashlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it runs off of like 2 C-cell batteries.
And weighs like 10 pounds.
Yeah, they're mad heavy, but it's got a flashlight on it, but it looks like a bat. When they started making stuff like that, that was a dead giveaway that they're more concerned with somebody beating someone to death or beating somebody with a flashlight than actually using the flashlight for its intended purposes. But then again, the way Maglite made their flashlights and their boast of durability, you could smash a car window with the front end of that thing and it wouldn't even break.
Now, is Starfire still in business, or did they go out?
Starfire lights?
Yeah, the flashlights.
I know of Starfire swords, but not lights.
No, I think it was Starfire lights. The ones that the officers used to use at late 90s and early 2000s.
No clue.
Streamlight?
Was it Streamlight? Might have been. But it took the A123 cells.
Yeah, the CR123As.
I think that's what they were.
Well, guys, I'm going to be heading out because I'm still not feeling 100%. My new meds are really kicking my butt. But thank you for letting me come up to it. I really appreciate it.
Not a problem.
I will see you hopefully on Wednesday. I hope you feel better soon.
Yeah, I should be fine by the end of the week, and I'm pretty much already over this, majority of it. Which is why I went and decided to indulge in a beverage today.
Well, my new meds have been causing me issues more ways than one, and it doesn't make me feel good. But the thing is, it's supposed to help me lose the weight. It's just causing other issues. The side effects suck. But I'm
you don't have anal leakage, do you?
Yes.
Oof, that's not a side effect. That's an effect.
Yeah, it's coming out both directions. Let's just say that.
Oof.
Try Metamucil.
I can't.
Beano.
It's trying to help me evacuate everything out of my body that's bad, and yeah, if I stop up because it causes gas, unfortunately. But that's enough about my personal problems. I'm out of here. Be well, be safe, and I'll see you guys
Thanks,
later.
Colin. Have a good one. See you on Wednesday.
Yeah, no need of sneezing out the back end.
Seven-cell flashlight. What that thing would have been like? What, 2.5 feet long?
Limbo.
Like you could blind the other side of the continent with a flashlight that big.
Imagine
But
trying
then
to find
again,
a bulb.
those 18-watt light bulbs were not exactly the brightest. I have like 3 or 4 of those just randomly. It's essentially this, like a replacement car light bulb. Like what you would have in the old like Chevys, where you'd go in behind the light and you'd pop out that little thing.
So it's 7 cells, so that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, was it at 10.5 volts? Each battery is 1.5 volts.
I think these cells are 1.7. Where is my battery box? Oh, it's over here. I was like, I know I got a whole box full of these things. There's my. Let's see. I gotta dig everything out because I have them all in here. Actually, I might be able to. 1.2.
1.2 volts.
Yeah, but mine are 5,000 milliamps, so these are heavy duties.
But those are rechargeable ones, right?
Yes.
But the regular D-cell batteries, or all batteries, are what? 1.5.
Yeah, standard one's 1.5,
Yes.
but those ones are usually only like, I think they're 3,000 milliamp or 2,500 milliamp.
Yeah, but they also can't do a rapid discharge either.
I don't know if this one does. These do rapid discharge, but I can tell you one thing, man.
Lithiums can do a rapid discharge.
I had my first set of these things in a battery in my flashlight. I probably used that flashlight every couple of days for a good 3 years before I had to replace the batteries.
I wait for mine to get done charging here, my Cobalt.
I mean, you really can't go wrong with a good D-cell battery. I mean,
No, I just don't know why the C's don't work.
Oh shit, Jeff, you actually had that thing? Thought you said it was buried in the closet. Like some of my skeletons.
I remember the big 5-cell silver ones.
Holy mother of shit. Dang, even has the dangler on the back. Damn, Jeff. That's a Maglite? That's crazy. It's like aluminum housing. Oh man, that thing didn't have a dangler. That sumbitch came with a actual freaking like a cross strap.
Wow.
Yeah, look at this thing. This is ridiculous. Let me go big real quick. Look at that thing. So
Oh, that reminds me of the old silver ones. Yeah.
dangler, and there's that. So that actually came with a like full-on strap.
Wow.
Jeff, does that thing still work? That's crazy. I bet restored that flashlight would be worth a good penny. I don't know if that thing's. He says 19 inches long. So it's a long.
That's probably a search and rescue flashlight from the helicopter.
Probably. Oh, the switch is missing? Ooh. Probably make one. With a... Ooh, I didn't really get a good look at the switch. Oh, yeah. That could actually possibly be replaced. Fortunately, it sucks that Radio Shack kind of bit the dust.
Yeah, they're trying to bring it back.
As long as they don't bring it back to where they start selling freaking cell phones and stupid stuff, because that's what killed them in the first place. When they started going above and beyond what they were actually, what their original intent for the company was. I'm not going to Radio Shack to buy a 56-inch freaking TV or, you know, a freaking...
remote control car.
Yeah. Well, actually, I might go to Radio Shack for the remote control cars because I'm not driving to the mall to go to one of their hobby stores to buy that crap. But no, it's the whole point of Hobby Lobby was to find hard. Oh man, excuse me, hiccups. Was to find like things you can't normally find in a standard hardware store, like little tiny mini transistors, or,
yeah.
like, you know, what is it? Not passive. I want to say pacifiers, but that's not what the word is. Oh my god. But my brain does not want to process the word. I keep saying pacifiers.
Capacitors.
Yeah, that's the other one. Capacitors, transistors, things like that. Stuff like small nuts and bolts you can't find for like hobby stuff normally anywhere else. They always had the like odds and ends things.
Yeah, the problem is a lot of the big box stores won't sell capacitors because they are because of the liability.
That's because of what stupid people do on internet. Like, I'm pretty sure we've all run across on Instagram that one idiot that always sits in the chair and always burns himself, electrocutes himself, damn near catches himself on fire because he's always messing with electrical crap in his house.
One day he's going to end up dead.
He is. He has done some stupid things with electricity. I'm like, first off, what idiot in their right mind would use a heater on a freaking dial knob and super glue that or glue that to a plastic chair and then decide to sit on it to see if it'll be warm? Bro's lucky he didn't permanently brand his ass cheeks. And you know the guy I'm talking about too, right,
Oh
Jason?
yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'm honestly surprised this house has not caught on fire.
I know.
Because I can guarantee you that dude has probably blown more than a handful of breakers
Oh yeah.
or fuses doing the stupid stuff he's done. That idiot made himself a Tesla coil
Yeah. Yeah.
and damn near killed himself. Like, this is what happens when you find used medical equipment in the trash and then like, oh, I'm going to repair this and use that. And you're like, bro, no. You should not be using a defibrillator dial console to charge
Nope.
electrical things or an EKG reader or like something like that. No. When those things are done and dead and they can't use them anymore, they should literally destroy them. But no, they'll just throw them in the trash, and then some bogon that decides, oh, I'm going to go dumpster diving, and oh, here's a $2,000 freaking EKG reader, blah, 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 or whatever. And then they go to their house and darn near kill themselves and their family. Doing random electrical experiments, because,
No kidding.
that sounds logical.
Yeah, it takes less than a half of an amp to kill you too.
I tell Jeff, set it next to a ruler, and he sticks it on a yardstick.
Mhm.
Yeah, about damn near 20 inches long. Jesus. Jeff, that is officially the oldest yardstick I've ever seen. I think that yardstick's almost as old as that flashlight. Yeah, still missing that switch. Yeah, I still think with the find the right person, I bet you they can fix that, and I bet you it would work. Or you just change out the switch to a push button. That's crazy. Ooh, Amanda's active now. I should pester her.
Yeah, pester her.
I literally just sent pester, pester, pester. And that one was from an old meme from Harry Potter back when the first Harry Potter movie came out. When Dobby was annoying Harry. He's
Yeah.
like, bother, bother, bother. And I can't unsee that stupid meme. And that was one of the first ones too. I'm like, oh my God. I can't not unhear it. Ah.
Him nodding off.
Yeah.
I know you get a kick out of that.
Yeah. He's sitting there, just standing there.
That's good.
Mandy's got something going. Ooh, she said she would be here too, liar. Ooh. Beep. Man is doing something. Oh, what? CR just posted something?
Yeah.
Mac, S-A-K.
Yeah. I saw Jeff's picture.
Oh, he sent it to you too?
Yeah.
Yeah, big, what the heck? Black Knight tent, dude. That's a nice tent. Here you go, Jason. You need to get you one of these.
Black Knight tent.
That thing is like the blackest black of tents. You do not want to sit out in that thing in the middle of summer. But look where it's from.
Oh, Timu. Ah,
Yeah. It's all field tent, outdoor camping, thickened storm and wind resistant portable black tower pyramid tent. I like the canopy on that thing. That's a decent sized canopy. Now I'm gonna go look at. Now I kind of want to pop on Temu just to look at that.
Taking a quick look at the radar because it's been raining almost all day.
Really?
Yeah, we still got rain in the area.
Black Knight tent, Slick Survival. I found it. It's funny is it's not necessarily on Temu. I found it on Slick Survival. Oh shit! Never mind.
How much is it?
Not on Temu, but I found it on Slick Survival. It's $250,
Wow.
and that's on sale. It's normally $290. Still a decent looking tent though. That's pretty sick. You're not going to get much in there. It's maybe 2 persons. Looking at the side profile on that, it says accommodates 4 people. Yeah, 4 children. There is no way that tent is long enough to get 4 people in there.
Got 4 babies in there.
Oh god, and it's all the measurements are in freaking centimeters. 320 by 260 by 200. Yeah, try that in English. I have no idea what that. I'm not gonna sit here and try to do the math. Stereo ventilation.
Yeah, Joe just put up a video 42 minutes ago.
So it can accommodate three-dimensional ventilation. How's that stereo? Stereo is 2. I did not know he put up a video. Who's sending me stuff now? Yeah, I've been not on much of YouTube lately. I've been kind of off of it just for the last few days just because I've not been feeling well. So if I've missed anybody's content, I apologize. I
haven't put anything out since last week. It was just 3 quick little live, or 2 quick lives and 1 long one.
Yeah, during the daytime when I was at work, so I couldn't even go there.
Yeah.
Wham. Ooh. I'm actually doing pretty good today. Still got the sinus issue, but I figured I'd have that for another couple days. I'll either be over it by tomorrow or it'll be worse. Whichever the case may be.
Yep.
I've also been eating hot. For some reason, when I get sick, I start eating hot, spicy food just because why not?
Yeah,
my thought process behind that is the capsaicin and heat will just kill off whatever's in my system.
Guess what I get to pick tomorrow?
Or I sweat it out faster. One of the two.
Yeah, I saw that picture, Jeff. No, I get to pick that pepper tomorrow.
Ooh, the
Anaheim?
yeah, finally getting ready.
Oh yeah, it is red.
You gonna take them seeds, or are you just gonna eat the whole thing?
I'm gonna save the seeds.
Let me know how it tastes.
Hopefully nice and sweet and hot.
We shall see. I barely got hardly squat on my pepper. That is like really bugging me. That one like strip of hair right there. Okay, better.
I'm sorry. I'm getting there.
Jacob.
I'm getting there.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to go for too much longer. Oh, sorry.
Ah,
I apologize.
weehaw.
We are. Still up on panel?
Yep, still on panel. That's hardly anybody watching.
No, it's kind of sad, actually. Everybody went to bed early this week, which is really funny considering it's a Saturday.
Yeah, well, it's also getting close to that time of year that you don't like.
Yeah, y'all are lucky I'm even doing lives this month. Normally, last year, I straight disappeared for the entire month of December.
Most of it.
No, that's pretty much gone. Or was it the year before?
It was the year before.
All right. Good night, Cecilia.
Good night, Cecilia.
And then we're down to 3.
3. Yep.
You, me, Jeff, and maybe Molly. I was going to say who the Mariah. I don't know who the Mariah is. Brain is not braining. Brain EXE has failed. I'm like dead mentally.
I'm still here.
My plus side, I got my Peter Peppers are nice and dry. They don't even look. You can't even tell they're Peter Peppers. These things just look like dry ass.
Grace is here too.
And Grace, yay!
I'm surprised how much corn seeds I got.
I got Jack Squat this year. I'm so disappointed.
I'm gonna plant every one of them too.
That's gonna be a lot of corn.
Well, I want to save some of them for next year too.
Done in all honesty, you really only need about a cup's worth of corn to plant.
Yeah. Hopefully, corn comes out better than last year.
The raccoons don't get it first.
Yeah, I got something for the raccoons.
Pow!
Buggers. Yeah.
Pring! Bing!
Yeah, I still hate squirrels more than raccoons.
Squirrels. That's because squirrels are quiet.
No, squirrels are the devil.
Yeah, they're the fuzzy devil. I mean, I wouldn't mind having a pet squirrel if I raised it, as like a little one, but squirrels in general, like when they're older, if it's not yours, they're annoying.
No, they're assholes.
I would personally like myself my own personal flock of crows. But man, it is hard to get those things.
Got to feed them.
I do. Got to figure out what they really like to eat and then start putting that out there. But the only problem is I don't see a lot of crows around here.
Corn.
I see everything else in this area. Finches, freaking... Every once in a while I see blue jays, which is kind of odd, but I see them. I see robins all the time during the summertime.
Yeah, it's our big bird, our most prevalent bird we have here are going to be 2 of them. One of them is going to be the hummingbird. The other one's going to be the cardinal. The ones we see the most of.
Yeah, I got finches. But only because we've had finch feeders out there for like the last 5-6 years. Same with hummingbirds.
Now, there's sparrows at the park. The problem is I can't tell if it's the house sparrow or the regular sparrow.
The little brown one?
I can't. I just see them. They're so fast. It's hard to keep track of them.
I think if they're the little brown ones, I think that's the common house sparrow.
Yeah. What's the? Was it? It's the other one. The. I think it's the house sparrow. The one that's the invasive one.
Technically, anything can be invasive if you don't want it in the area.
No, they don't belong in the ecosystem here.
And yet they survive.
Yeah, like the starlings. They're not supposed to be here. Pigeons are not supposed to be here.
Pigeons are everywhere. It doesn't matter. Freaking Europeans.
Yeah, they're not supposed to be here. What else? The Eurasian colored dove is another invasive species.
Again, thank you, freaking Europe.
You got the iguanas, the boa constrictors, pythons.
Well, it's because we like importing things everywhere, and people release them when they're too big to take care of into the wild.
Yep. Or they, escape because of the hurricanes and stuff like that. Yeah.
That too.
No, you be quiet.
Ooter.
Yeah, then you get the hog problem.
Hogs have always been a problem. It doesn't even matter. That was a problem even in the Wild West.
Yeah, problem is I still haven't seen one here yet.
That's funny. When you live in Texas, those things are everywhere down there.
I know. I've seen the damage they've done. I've got video of them in somebody's yard. Looks like they went through the yard with like a rototiller.
Yeah, right. Just destroying all the grass.
They just uproot everything. They're worse than the gophers.
Ooh, I don't know about that. Gophers can make your house lean to one direction.
Yeah.
Because that's a good 6-8 inch hole down underground, and they're just moving dirt out of it. And those tunnels are always clean. That's why you always randomly find a gopher mound.
Yeah, a hose and shovel do pretty well with those.
Yeah, I found that best for mice tunnels too.
Yeah.
Stick the hose in there as far as it'll go, and you just turn the sucker on like low, and yeah, you just start seeing mice coming out of the room.
Oh yeah. Shh, quiet.
Scooter.
Yeah, what's funny is the gophers will actually swim upstream. They won't try and get away from it. They'll go upstream to try and get out.
It's because they know where their exits are. Because most gophers usually only have like 2 to 4 exits and entrances for like a standard burrow.
And what's weird is they're solitary animals.
That really is weird.
Yeah. Also, AKA hamster.
Yeah, wild hamsters.
Yeah. Yeah, the hamsters we have as pets come from the Middle East. It's a gopher from the Middle East.
Jesus.
Yeah. No, you be quiet.
That would make sense. I mean, they probably inbred them suckers the same way we bred stuff to get chihuahuas.
They've had chihuahuas for hundreds of years.
Yeah, but the genetic makeup to get those, you had to have bred some ugly mother freaking dogs to get that
Oh,
thing. Same with the pug.
Or the bulldog.
Yeah. French bulldogs are the ugliest, in my opinion.
Pugs are.
Pugs are ugly
Yeah, they look like they ran into the glass door
multiple times.
and got stuck that way.
Yeah. There have been talks about trying to discontinue breeding those because when you got an animal like that, you're basically forcing them to try to survive with major defects,
Yeah,
deformities. It's like they can barely breathe.
I know.
Gophers, prairie dogs, or well, I guess gophers and groundhogs.
Yeah, Middle Eastern hamster or Middle Eastern gopher is a hamster. That's the breed that they chose.
Never even considered that, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Other than that was when I was in high school.
Yeah, that was not exactly relevant information that they decided to give us when I was a kid. Would have been interesting knowledge at the time to have.
Yeah, like I said, it was funny as it was part of my ornamental horticulture class.
That one, I guess, kind of makes sense.
Yeah, for the pest, yeah.
Yeah, because you got to know what's destroying your turf.
Yeah, gophers. We looked at gophers and we're going, okay. I'm looking, you know what? Gophers look a lot like hamsters. And I looked it up.
What gets
Took
me
some
are
digging.
moles. I hate
moles.
moles.
Yeah, moles are kind of cool looking at the same time because they're so weird looking. The way their little noses are, their little mouths.
Yeah, a mole is like an underground version of like the distorted random amalgamation like a platypus. It's like, what is even the point of a platypus? And then you have moles. It's like a blind mouse that digs in a hole, that digs in the ground.
Yeah. Reminds me also of the voles, too. You got moles and voles.
Same thing, just one is way smaller.
Yeah, then you also got shrews.
That's about middle range.
Those are really tiny.
Yeah, we have moles all around here in this area, and they pop up every now and then.
Yeah, we got them here too. But I tell you what, that is the most wicked looking trap you've ever seen for moles. That harpoon trap.
Yep. Voles can be white or brown. Same with
or
the
black.
other ones.
Or black.
Or black ones.
I've only seen them in black.
Technically, I've never actually seen one, other than like what they might have had at the zoo, but
No, I've got many of them.
I have not.
Like the coolest traps ever, man. The clamshells work a little bit better because nobody wants to mess with those. But yeah, you see that harpoon sticking up out of the ground, and everyone's all, "Ooh, what's that?" And they gotta mess with it.
Don't touch it.
Oh, it'll
Set
get
that off, you're gonna get stuck to it.
Oh yeah, it'll get you. But nothing beats that Maccabee gopher trap, man. For gophers, I've tried many different types of gopher traps, and I always go back to that Maccabee gopher trap. It's the only one that fits inside of a small gopher burrow.
Yeah, that's a weird one too.
What, the trap?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Don't you have to anchor that to something? Because I mean, it looks like it
Oh yeah,
basically,
they'll drag it. It doesn't kill them instantly.
yeah, basically looks like two nails that just as they go up, it gets them right like at the midsection
Pitches them, yeah.
and just clamps them. Ah,
Yeah, usually you try to get them right around about the midsection so they actually suffocate to death real quick. But
yeah, it gets them like in the lungs.
yeah, usually it doesn't get them there. It depends on the size of the gopher.
Yeah, because looking at it, it looks like it's a set trigger trap. So they like when it's in the hole and as they pop up to try to get out, it
That's
tags
right.
the plate, and then it just clamps on them.
Oh yeah, I can set those things in seconds.
Doesn't look like it's hard to set.
No, you just have to use both hands. You can't use one hand. You have to have both hands. So you can manipulate that
Those prongs.
the little bar and the pan.
Yeah, the set plate.
And you
Yeah,
don't want to be
yeah.
caught by that.
Well, I mean, you can get pinched by it, but that's still going to hurt.
Oh no, it'll still impale you.
If you're not paying attention, yes.
Those ends are sharp.
Oh, yeah, they're barbed. It's like a pinched nail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is. So from the looks of it, it only looks like technically one set is actually spring-loaded, but because it's connected, the minute they pop that trigger piece, it sets it off and both of them get you.
Yep. Equal pressure.
Yeah, even though it looks like the set pin is only going across one set of barbs,
Mhm.
it goes over one and under the other one.
Yeah, they're interlocked.
Yeah, it's all with the set spring in the middle.
Mhm.
Kind of like a weird version of a mouse trap on steroids or a rat trap.
Well, if anybody has never seen one, you can. If you're looking at them, pop it up so that people can see it.
Oh,
And if you got a gopher problem, this is the trap to buy.
I'll present that one. No.
They make a couple of knockoffs, but it doesn't. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they make a couple of knockoffs that look something similar to it, but they open up wider than the hole is. You got to dig the hole out. This one here is less of the tunnel.
They look like 1.8 inches tall, and that's probably only because of the plate.
Yep.
5.5 inches long and 2.5 inches wide.
Mm-hmm. You get the knockoffs at the impaling part is actually wider than the trap,
Yeah, like this one here.
and that is the Maccabee gopher trap.
Found a black version. Same thing on Amazon. Apparently on Amazon, if you really got an issue, you can buy 24 of these things for $53.
Yeah. 'Cause you need 2 per set when you're trapping them, one in each direction of the hole.
I've only ever seen the exit hole, so that thing only usually goes one direction.
No, you got to dig down about a foot. Depending on the location, the soil conditions, moisture content. Yeah, but you got to dig up the mound. You got to go follow it to where it branches off into 2 directions. So what they'll do is they'll tunnel and they'll go and do a side tunnel and push it out. You want to go back down to the main tunnel, one trap in either direction.
Gotcha.
And the impalers go first.
Well, yeah, you don't want to put it the other way around. Because you want that when it comes out of the hole, you want it to push against the trigger plate.
Yeah, what they'll usually do is they'll have dirt and they'll push it up there, and they'll use and they'll try to push the dirt through, and that's usually what triggers it. And a lot of times they'll shove it full of dirt, and then they'll trip it.
And not get caught in it.
Yeah, I've dealt with that many times. The average lifespan of a gopher is like 2 to 3 years.
It's still a long time.
But they can cause a lot of damage to equipment.
Oh, yeah, they can. Nothing like driving over a hole that all of a sudden your tractor sinks down into.
No, it destroys mower blades.
Oh, because of the rocks that they push up?
Mm-hmm. And the dirt, yeah. And on top of that, after the gopher kind of passes away, the tunnels collapse. So now you got a hole to step in and twist an ankle.
That's what I'm saying. You drive your tractor over there and get stuck in a... Because it's not like they, again, like you said, they only dig down about 2-3 feet. And then you got when that tunnel collapses, then you got this big old rut. You don't want to get your tractor tires stuck in that.
Yeah, I need to get a couple of the mole and vole traps so I can show people actually how to use them. The problem is with the clamshell, you gotta be careful not to clobber it with a mower. That's how most of them get destroyed because they blend right in. But unfortunately, they paint them green.
Yeah, I don't know why everybody paints everything green. It's like, dude, first off, them things are colorblind underground. It don't matter.
No, so that we can see it. They should be painting them like yellow or pink or red. But then anybody can walk over there and just mess with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually I use the chain, and then I would stake them down with the tent stakes inside the ground, inside the hole.
Yeah.
So we can mess with them in the parks. Then I put the plug right back on top of it. And a lot of times I just left the hole open, and then the gophers would come and check it out, and they get caught every time.
It's like dumb.
And if it was really, really, really wet, I would plug the hole so there was no breeze in there to help get rid of the moisture. Then they would have to come and unplug the hole, and that's when I got them.
That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. All depends on soil conditions. But my record is 63 or 64 gophers in one day.
God dang.
That golf course was infested bad.
That sounds like you got a whole colony.
Yeah, they handed me about 170 traps, and they said everybody else was trying. They couldn't do nothing. And the other day I walk in there with the 1.5 5-gallon buckets of Gophers.
Jesus.
And they go, how? I said, I've been doing it since I was a kid.
I'd just been like, because you dumb. That's how.
Yeah, they had a guy trying, and you can rarely ever get one. They kind of gave up. Then I came along and says, you know what? Any Gopher traps? I'll go up there and I'll get them. They go, yeah, right. I go out there, bring back all those Gophers. And I'm like, how?
I'd have been like 10 cents, or I want a 10-cent raise for every Gopher I get. That would have been like a $5 raise right there.
Oh, I was catching a lot of them within 5-10 minutes, and just reset them somewhere else.
That's crazy.
That's what I did for my first week. After that first day, they put me on Gopher duty for that whole week. That's all I did. I got a couple of hundred Gophers.
Jesus. You probably decimated their population.
Oh yeah. I mean, I hit those numbers hard too. Oh yeah, I did that too. Soapy water, yeah, Dawn soap and water. As long as you can get it to foam.
Yeah, you just need a pressurized sprayer.
Yeah, I had that at my disposal.
Actually, wouldn't the easiest way to do that would just be to use a pressure washer, because they always have that soap addition, and when you use the soapy part, when you add the soap to it, it like foams like crazy.
I would bump my my pressure up to 80 psi. Put my big nozzle on there, and it would just foam and just fill it real fast.
Yeah.
So I was only able to do 10 gallons a minute, open hose.
Only 10 gallons?
Mm-hmm.
He says 10
Yeah.
gallons a minute. Only.
Well, John Beam pumped, and it was an R10, so the R10 is 10 gallons a minute.
Gotcha.
But I can get the pressure to go like 400 psi. Because
You
it's
trying to cut through the trees?
no, it was a piston driven pump, not a centrifugal force.
Yeah, I think most of the ones now. I don't know if mine is a piston driven or.
Yeah, about $4,000 a pump.
Yeah, like I said, you could have the fine sprayer on that, probably cut through a tree. At that PSI.
And we had the 3,000 psi power washer that did the trick.
Jesus.
We used to dig trenches with that.
I think mine's an 1800. There's a little tiny one though.
Yeah, that pressure washer did 10 gallons a minute.
That's a lot of water.
For a power washer at that pressure, yes.
That is a lot of water.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a professional level hotsy.
Yeah, like I said, then we can get that thing up to like 300 degrees.
Ooh, damn.
With a diesel burner on there. Oh yeah, you can literally etch concrete with it.
Oof. Yeah, that probably helped though, cleaning off graffiti from like bricks and stuff.
Oh yeah, like I said, we used to take the gum off the sidewalks, lickety split.
Oh yeah, when you're at 3,000 psi.
And with the hot water, it just melts right away.
Oh yeah.
Then you have a little divot where the water would sit when it rained.
Yeah, because she just notched out the concrete.
Yeah, we literally etched away the concrete. Yeah.
That's why you don't sit like that far with the nozzle to the floor.
No, that was about 6 inches from the ground.
It's crazy. Did you use the oscillating one or the straight flat?
Nope, we used a 45-degree nozzle. Anything else that was smaller diameter would literally eat away at the concrete. I mean,
yeah, just eats lines into it.
Yeah, we didn't use the 0. We didn't use the 15 or the 25. We used the 45. Just to keep from that from happening.
If you used a 0 on that, you'd literally be carving like.
Yeah,
you'd be doing Nazca lines in the freaking asphalt concrete.
Oh yeah, it was just a straight stream.
Yeah, I've seen what those things do on those high pressure ones. Yeah, they just leave. Even just solid concrete, it could be polished. It don't matter. That would leave a 1/4 inch line straight into concrete.
Oh yeah, no, you can cut steel with water.
You need to add sand to it though.
No, straight water will do it. At like 4,000, 5,000 psi, we'll start doing that. Most of the ones you see in the shops are pushing 10,000 psi.
Yeah, but if I'm not mistaken, most of those they usually run sand, like fine sand or grain particles through there for the abrasive.
I would have to double check, but I'm not sure. But I do know it's like a little CNC machine,
Yeah.
and it's sitting over a big old giant tank of water.
Wow, they actually use hydro cutters to make French fries. What? That's essentially what those things are.
We used to have a hydrojet on the golf course, which uses nitrogen, liquid nitrogen, to actually force the stream of water to go in the soil about 10 inches.
No, but I guess according to this, they don't add sand to it.
It probably ruined the nozzle.
No, I would assume if you're doing something like that, it would be the same as using like a sandblaster. Because I know if you don't use the ceramic insert for the sandblast or anything else you put in there, it just eats the shit out of it.
Oh no, even it'll still eat the ceramic ones.
Yeah, but the ceramic ones are a lot more durable than like if you put like a steel insert in there. That steel insert ain't gonna last long.
Yeah, because my spray truck, I would have to replace the nozzles on that every year, just so I can keep all the nozzles at the same GPM and pressure.
Just says he knew he got the nest when the queen came crawling out. And then Grace says, ugh, that would suck to clean out liquid plastic. That gets on you and solidifies, you might as well be frozen in carbonite.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I need to get going.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go another couple of minutes. Middle of the hour, because I'm still a little not 100% from that, and I probably shouldn't have had this, but whatever, I didn't care.
Yeah, that's okay. Like I said, just for everybody, let them know I will be the month of January. I probably will be staying on a little bit later each night because I get 3-day weekends. I have to burn like 6 days.
But me and Jason are not.
No, we're not.
We both repeat, we are not doing another overnight live stream because that shit killed us.
Yeah, that was bad.
I was sitting there eating all kinds of shit. Me and Jason were like, I went through like a case and a half of Red Bull. I think I went through like an entire bottle of Jaeger. Jason went through like half a bottle of E&J. Like we were both just tired at the same time.
And it wasn't the small bottle.
No, it was not. Yeah, that's probably up in the round like the 2,000 to 4,000 or 5,000 psi's on that one, Craig.
Grace, it will peel your skin back like a banana.
Do like you can get like an 1,800 psi power washer and that stuff. If you get hit in the wrong spot, it's gonna hurt. It'll peel. It'll actually penetrate.
Well, one of the guys got hit by the power washer when I wasn't there at that location when it exactly happened, but I was at work, and it took the back of his hand and just peeled it right off.
He's lucky he didn't get popped in the eye with that, because then he would have been blind for the rest of his life.
No, I mean all it was a half a second.
It don't take much power wash. I mean, if a power washer isn't strong enough to pull gunk and whatnot off of a hard surface,
He was lucky the burner wasn't on.
oh, dude, that would have fourth degree burns.
Oh yeah. What's funny is that when that burner kicked on, it was such a cool sound. Had a deep rumble in it because it was the diesel burner.
Gotcha.
I mean, I don't know. It was just a very, very deep gruttle rumble.
I'd love to get a like a good high-powered pressure washer, but I really don't feel like spending like $2,000 on a like decent power washer.
Keep going. The one that we had was about 15,000.
Oh shit!
That's
Yeah,
including
yours also came with what, like
a
100,
trailer,
200-gallon tank,
300-gallon tank.
300 gallons.
Yep, tandem axle trailer.
So what? You had a max runtime of like maybe 30 minutes.
It was about 40 minutes. 40 minutes of water.
That's ridiculous.
And that's if we just had a straight hose going out. But if we use the nozzle, about an hour and a half. But in the wintertime, when I had to do that, I would wrap the hose around me with the heater going.
Yeah,
That warm hose kept me nice and warm.
yeah, because you feel that heat of the warm water circulating through there.
Oh, no, that water was coming out at 200 degrees.
Yeah, it's still good. It's still gonna keep you warm. You only had to wrap around yourself like what, 2, maybe 3 times.
Yeah, about that. I was able to be, because I was on it for a while, and I was able to hold that with one hand at 3,000 psi for a sustained amount of time.
That's not too bad.
It took me a while to get to that point. I mean, that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah. But it's a lot of pressure in like one singular spot. It's not like the equivalent of 50 gauge shotgun.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's pushing against you, and you're pushing against it, and you're swinging it back and forth.
It's a good workout, that's for sure.
It was. We also have the ability, if you twist the second handle, it would drop the pressure and use a double nozzle. So it would dump a bunch of water on it one time, which would cover your soap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was a pretty cool machine. The thing that made it expensive was the burner.
Yeah, the heater on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were able to either hook up the source and go through the burner that way, which is have water hooked into a hose.
Yeah.
Or you can just put the hose inside the tank and
Siphon.
fill it up and go. Yeah.
God, I think a fire hose actually has more PSI than that.
Yeah, I mean, we could go to 5,000, but no, we left it at 3.
Yeah, like at 5,000, you'd be able to like literally cut the grout out between bricks.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was great for weeding the weeds in between the expansion joints.
Yeah. How many expansion joint spacers did you pull out?
None. Let's try to keep it at that proper angle so we won't do that.
Gotcha.
But yeah, the hot water would just kill the plant.
So what bugs me about most sidewalks is that expansion joint usually only goes down about a half an inch on most sidewalks.
Yeah, I mean,
But the sidewalk is like 6 inches thick.
Yeah, it's just there in case it cracks. It's got a place to go.
Buckles. I got sidewalks down here. And it's because of the heat. Them suckers, they'll go like this. They'll be flat, and then you'll see them the next week. They'll be like this.
Yeah,
buckled all weird.
Have you ever been next to one when it goes?
Yeah.
It scares the snot out of you.
I've stood on one when it went. When I was in Denver.
And it's loud. It's loud.
Oh yeah.
It pops.
Oh yeah, you're popping like 6 inches of concrete, or 4 to 6 inches of concrete.
And what's weird is you can hear it go both directions on the sidewalk after it pops up.
That's why you never just see one brick just popping up. No, it's always two right where the joint's at, like that. No, it's always
And it pops up, yeah, and it's such a weird, loud. It's like you taking two boulders together and smashing them together, is what it sounds like.
two bricks.
Two bricks or two boulders when they hit each other and they crack.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, it's a disturbing sound. There's a lot of disturbing sounds that we make naturally. Like tile. That's another one you want to hear, a weird one. Watch tile popping off a floor when the tile gets too hot and expands too far. It's like shattering glass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but like I said, the first time I saw and heard that happen, I was probably maybe 75 feet away when it happened. But I didn't see it pop up, but I heard it pop up, and I look over there and I see it, and you can hear it running down the street.
Yeah.
About 200 feet in each direction.
Grace, I've never seen it happen in the wintertime. It always happens in the summertime because in the wintertime, concrete usually, like everything else, when it's cold, it contracts.
When it heats up, it expands.
That's why they put those.
The foam.
It's like that black stuff that they put in between concrete and like walls.
It looks like carpet padding.
Yes. It's which doesn't make any sense to me. If they're going to put that in there, wouldn't you think it'd be smart when you're done with it to take the shit out?
No, they leave it in there. It helps, pushes it back and forth with the temperature changes. But sometimes you just get that big temperature change so rapid it just
because that stuff is. My dad had to buy that stuff because he's putting a concrete pad down against the wall here, probably in the next couple of months for a decorative rock wall, and he's got that stuff down there. And that stuff, it's like a 3/4 inch or ½ inch thick, like solid material. It's not. It's not like, what is it? Like rubber, like a foam rubber. It's thick.
Yeah. And you get because the ones we were using were the fiber ones, and you think, oh, that stuff's light. You go pick it up, it's like, no, it's not.
No,
it's got some weight to it.
Yeah, it'd be the same thing if you took the same height and dimension of like OSB.
Yeah,
like 3/4 inch OSB or whatnot. It's going to be the same way. You get that, it's going to be heavy.
Yeah, it's packed pretty tight.
It's like particle board.
Yeah, and like I said, it's just such a weird rock shattering sound when they pop. And then you'll hear it. If you take a brick and you kind of like barely slap it together, but you hear that in rapid succession going down the sidewalk either way. And that's probably the more creepy sound than the two pieces of sidewalk popping up.
Yeah, it's because at that point you've already hit the you've already popped it, so now it has a relief. And so everything else is just shifting.
Yes,
it's expanding outwards.
Yeah, we've had them pop up 12, 16 inches.
Yeah,
from the ground, just pop up.
Yeah, I've got a couple of them around here where I drive for places, and yeah, they're sitting about a good 12 to 16 inches. They just, like I said, like one of them, it's like the sidewalk is flat, and then it pops up this way, and then there's like another one just slightly under it, but that thing goes up like mad far. If you're on a bike, you could get some mad air going one direction.
Oh, yeah. What's weird, they just remove one and just pour another pad right there.
Yeah. Whichever one's not cracked.
Yeah. We've had them where they're not cracked at all.
Yeah, but no, that's what I'm saying, though. Whichever block section is not busted or has a crack in it, they'll take off one, and then, like you said, they'll just pour another piece right next to it.
Because we had one happen right there on the lake, and it had rebar in it. And that sidewalk was 10 feet across, 8 feet long.
Good Lord. And
popped two of them. I didn't see that one go. But yeah, that one was just like, wow.
That's rough, too, because the rebar is supposed to help reinforce it.
Yeah.
Well-
laterally, but not going up or down.
Yeah, technically rebar it's not structural, which is kind of funny, unless it's designed for structural stability. Really, what that is it's designed to keep concrete from separating from itself.
Yeah, that one lifted like 6 inches.
Good Lord, that's crazy.
We could drive over it, and it would not compress.
Damn. And that's a full weight of a vehicle. It's like a ton and a half.
No, we're talking about a Chevy 3500 dump truck.
Ooh, shit.
Yeah, a 1-ton dump truck.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah, what's funny is my Chevy 3500 was heavier than any of the other dump trucks because I had
Yeah, because you had that big ass water tank on the back of it.
and a steel bed. My truck was hitting 11,000 pounds full.
Ooh. 1 3/4. Jeff is still here. Woohoo.
Yeah, it was a heavy truck. Like I said, I think I was getting 5 or 6 miles to the gallon in that truck.
Damn.
Full or empty, it was still the same. That thing held what? Like 55 gallons, and I would have to fill that up once every 4 or 5 days. I had to fill it up every Thursday night before I did my Vector round, my Vector run,
No, wow.
because I traveled for pretty much 7.5 hours, 7.25 hours was the route, and I had 8 hours to do it in. That day I was eating on the run, just so I could stay on schedule.
It's a good thing you had a nice, lovely wife to make you sandwiches. Shit, even cold spaghetti.
No, I would that day I would stop in at and every Friday they would have my meal ready at Filiberto's
Nice.
every other Friday.
Welcome back, Deb. Just in time, because we're not going to be on here too much longer. Jason's getting tired over there. And
Yeah.
I hear him yawning every now and then. Oh, nice. Awesome. Just going to go a couple more minutes. We'll hit the top of the hour, and then we will call it evening.
You mean the bottom of the hour?
Bottom, top of the hour, in between, I guess. Right at the transition.
Yeah.
Well, Deb is back. Deb, what is the status of the little birds?
I put some of those photos together from work. I still have a lot of those photos.
Nice.
Yeah. Of what concrete does
Or doesn't.
and what the trees will do to concrete.
Trees will uproot concrete like it's not even there. They don't even care.
Yeah, the worst one were those ficus trees.
I would not figure a ficus tree would be that big of an issue.
Oh yeah, I mean they would get big enough where even with the clamshell front end loader, the articulating one, the clamshell couldn't fit around them.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
That's nuts.
I've seen a lot of crazy stuff when I was working for the city. A lot. Had a lot of fun times too.
Nice. Deb's got 3-week-old chicks will be transferred to the big tub tomorrow's.
Yep.
Nice. And she's got a nice Saturday book gig.
Right on.
I got you there on that one, Deb. I figured.
Yeah.
At least you're getting a good batch out of these ones. Hopefully you get another good crop.
Yes. Alrighty, it's after 12,
Yep.
10:30.
It is that time, folks. We're going
Alright.
to wind her down. It is both top and bottom of the hour at the same time. So thank you, everybody, for joining me tonight. Deb, Grace, Jeff, Jason, Molly, Colin, everyone else that was in here tonight. I appreciate y'all popping in. Y'all have a great weekend, and we will see you on the next one.
Yep.
Be well, be safe, and do me a favor on that way out. Hit that thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. And
Please do.
all of that wonderful jazz. And this is going to be Foxit Outdoors and Pest Hunter Outdoors signing
See ya.
off.
Get out there and slap a rat.
You guys have a good one.